If you're looking for a black-owned restaurant in downtown Buffalo, look no further than the Woods and Wine. So, hello guys. We are here again today for another amazing Clandestine Cuisine episode. Today I have Tara, the owner of the Woods and Wine in Buffalo. Super excited to get to know her and a little bit more about this establishment. So, Tara, once again, first and foremost, thank you so much for your time.
You're
I
welcome.
really
Thank
appreciate you
you.
making the time today, especially with the weather and just life transition with the Happy New Year coming that we just had. So, thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate you coming out to talk to me.
It means a lot. And like I said to you just a few seconds ago, here we are in February, so this is even better timing to have this conversation with you.
Yes.
So I guess help me and everyone who will hopefully be watching this episode understand what you are doing here and what the Woods and Wine means to you.
The Woods and Wine. So me and my husband opened this location. We previously had a restaurant. We had big dreams of it being all upscale, and that quickly fizzled out. We realized upscale, maybe not, but but we knew that we were still on to something. So we transitioned into this new location. It's beautiful. It offers so many different private dining areas and banquet space. So it just made it so we realized that in this space we could do a lot of things. We have patios. We could give people experiences that some of the local other black owned establishments can't.
Yes.
We're not a club, but we do have a nice U bar. So, you can have your club feel in that little area, but we also have areas where you can have private dining experiences, for more intimate settings and things like that. And we can still continue to do business and have other things going on. Like today, we're going to be crazy. We definitely are using every inch of this building today.
Brilliant.
But basically that was it. We wanted to be able to incorporate wine. I love wine. My husband, not so much, but it's what I like, and it's just it's a better setting for me. I'm not really that social to where clubs and bars are my thing, but I love a good restaurant. I like to be able to sit and drink wine. I do still like to listen to good music. So, we keep our R&B going and,
Absolutely.
our old school hip hop.
Love it.
So, we just, we cater to a lot of different things in this space. And I think it kind of ties in the family, which is, my last name is Woods. So the Woods and Wine. So, me and my husband, wine, we keep our family and we welcome all, everybody else's family into our space.
I love that. I love the name, the explanation behind the name too, because that was my next question is where does the Woods and Wine come from? So it makes sense.
Yes.
A family affair plus what you like as well.
Absolutely.
And when you put them together, you get something as amazing and beautiful as this.
Thank you.
And I was definitely admiring your bar there. It is gigantic. You seem to have a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Can you kind of tell me what kind of food you serve here? So I know you guys are pretty new. I mean, you've been here for a little over a year now,
yeah, a
correct?
little over a year. So our menu is, it's not really classic American, but we have our good soul food. So we offer mac, yams, greens, but we also have oxtails.
Oh.
We make some artisan pizzas here. We have some fabulous grits. We do brunches on Sundays.
Wow.
You can get you a good chicken and waffle. We have some pastas. So, we kind of mix it up, something for everybody.
Yes, I did not realize your menu was so extensive. I've seen
It
some
actually
of your clips.
is, and a lot of people were like, this menu,
Yes.
this is a lot, but I think that we pull it off and we pull it off really good, and people are able to come in here and we definitely have something for everyone.
I love that. I've seen your I think it was the fish and grits online, and that's something that I am
Yes.
so looking forward to trying as a fish and grits lover separately
Yes.
and together. So I'm looking forward to that. When you were curating your menu, what was in the back of your mind as you were trying to figure out what foods to present to the public? What were you thinking about?
We kind of just wanted it to be more eye-catching. We wanted, we also wanted it to be, palatable. We want everybody to enjoy it and for it to taste good, but we wanted it to look good.
Yes.
And, for it to be like Instagrammable. When you're thinking about, opening businesses and going into any type of business venture right now, you have to think that way. You have to think everything is fashion forward, internet, this is just the way that the world works. So we just wanted to make sure that everything that we offered looked good as well as tasted good.
Yes.
and things for everyone. We have cabbage steaks, so we lean towards having things for vegetarians to be able to eat.
Wow.
People, I don't eat meat, so I make sure
Okay.
that I have things on there that I enjoy. We tasted everything. We're like, okay, this is good. This is a good menu. We brought people in to do different tastings to make sure that everything was good for everyone else, and
Yes.
it's been working.
I love that. And I love to see the pictures of your food because you can definitely tell there's some passion and love
Yeah, absolutely.
behind every single plate. And you're right, all of your food is definitely Instagrammable. Social
Yes,
media is one of the biggest tools these days to
it
driving
is.
your business to help it thrive. So I
Absolutely.
definitely think you're on one of the right paths. I'm not one to talk. I'm just someone who consumes media, right? But I'm sure I'm your customer, the person you're
Absolutely.
looking to
Yes.
get. So I definitely do think you have a good social media presence, especially for only
Good.
being here a year. My last question for you, because I understand you have a very busy day ahead of you. When you were, when you knew you wanted to open a restaurant, what did food mean to you, right? I mean, people who open restaurants, they're like, yeah, they used to be chefs or they had some culinary background, but only few people can really speak to what food means to them. So what does that mean to you?
Food is the equivalent to family. I love to feed my family. So no, I'm not a chef, but I get down in the kitchen. I
I
get
love it.
down. And I can make things that I don't even eat. Like I said, I don't eat meat,
Yes.
but I don't have any complaints. I can feed the people. I'm gonna give you what you're looking for
I love it.
every time.
And that's what it's all about. And like I said, all of
Yes.
your pictures I've seen have shown the passion and intent behind your words. So I'm very
Good.
much looking forward to trying your food. And Tara,
Yes.
once again, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. All right, Charles. We had the interview with Tara. Thank you once again for your time. Today we're gonna get some good food, y'all. So I came here on a mission. Can I be honest? I came here on a mission. I gotta check out this fish and grits. I got to. They have shrimp and grits with fried grit cakes and Louisiana cream sauce. And then they have fried salmon and egg over fabulous grits. That's the one I gotta get, I feel like. It just looks so good. Fried salmon, that's not something you see often over grits, I feel like. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then I'm gonna get some yams. I know that's really, really random, but I gotta try. I feel like I gotta try the yams. Like she said, they have mac cheese. They got all the soul food you could possibly want. But I'm really in the mood to see what some yams is talking about. So we can get some yams, some fish and grits. We're gonna call it a day. I was gonna get a drink from their beautiful U bar, but not today. No drink needed today. Maybe we'll see how I feel. All right, y'all. So I did learn that the fish and grits that I was looking at is for the brunch menu. So instead, I opted for the fried haddock with honey sweet cornbread, yams, greens, and mac. So we still getting a little bit of everything. So I'm really excited to see what this is hitting for. All right, y'all. So we got the pan-seared haddock. I was really looking forward to fried fish today, but I got the pan-seared instead. Since I'm not getting the grits, try to be a little healthy. This fish smells really freaking good. There's that bite for the one time. Super flaky. Oh yeah. This fish, y'all, is seasoned to perfection. When I say perfection, I mean perfection. I'm not someone who minds a fishy taste. I like seafood a lot. But the seasoning on here, it's got a nice little kick. You can taste like the paprika, the salt, the seasoning on here is very prominent, but it's not overwhelming on the fish. That's an 8.5 out of 10 for the fish, for sure. So the sides it comes with are greens, mac, and yams. So here go the greens. Nothing in the greens it looks like. It's just greens. Now, these greens taste like they're made in a way that anyone can eat them and you can add your own stuff, right? There's no like meat or anything in them, right? But I feel like it needs just a little bit, just like a smidgen of salt. I literally just added just a smidgen of salt. I was fighting. That's literally all I need. Just like a little bit of salt added to it. Change the flavor profile for me. They're basic in a way that it's like I said, you don't gotta worry about if you got high blood pressure, you can still come and enjoy these collard greens for sure. Gonna go ahead and get into the yams for the one time. Let me tell y'all something. Since living in Buffalo, one thing I've really missed is like some really good, like almost candy-like yams. That's a 10 out of 10 for these yams, boy. These yams right here. These is the type of yams you eat on Thanksgiving, and you can only eat them on Thanksgiving because if you eat them any other day, they're overindulgent. That is some fire fucking mac, y'all. Excuse my French. But that's some fire mac. Or excuse me, fire yams. I'm looking at the mac. That's why I said mac. So now we're gonna get into the mac. This mac looks like really cheesy. Like it looks like cheese saucy. Like I know this fork about to be damn near dripping with cheesiness. You can see the seasoning up in this joint too. So I kind of have some high hopes. Look at that drip for the one time. Come on, stop playing. I'm gonna let it drop. Psst. That cheese. This ain't mac cheese. This mac cheese. This is yo. So everything I said about the collard greens does not apply to this mac. If you got some high blood pressure, you should be wary of this mac. Super cheesy. You can taste the seasoning, so it's not just noodles and cheese, right? But it does make me want to. I'm someone who I got a plate of soul food with me. There's two things that's always gonna touch: my mac and my yams. So you know I gotta go in for the ultimate bite for the one time. The ultimate bite, that mac and yam bite. Yeah, that's good, y'all. And then again, this fish is just the perfect protein to go with everything over here. Collard greens, not super salty. Like I said, there's no meat in them either, so there's just the greens. So it does, provide a good balance to some of the other foods, right? With your candied yams that are out of this world, and that super cheesy mac and cheese, right? And you got this amazingly cooked piece of fish. I feel like I'm very happy that I got it pan seared as opposed to fried. Because I feel like I said, it would have been it would have felt OD if I got fried fish too. This stuff is good, y'all. Like I do, I'll leave the address somewhere on the screen. Make sure you come check out the Woods and Wine because they got some fire food, y'all. Happy Black History Month.